Adaptation is the next point. It is basically a physical or behavioral characteristics of an individual that helps an individual or organisms to survive better in the environment. So again, from COVID, we adapted to live in the environment. Those who didn't adapt it or who can't adopt that ability, they died in that particular phase. Okay, so adaptation is could be physical or behavioral characteristics that makes an individual to survive in an environment. So over here we can see a camel living, over here a cactus plant. Obviously in the deserts it is not then, I mean, like they would not get water for might be for weeks or for the maybe for months. So those camels won't be getting water maybe for months until it rains. So they would store water into their hump, that upward part. This part is called as hump. So as soon as they're getting water, they would be storing it, and it could survive for weeks without water. That is an adaptation. So animals those live in cold have to adopt to keep them warm. The panda, its body should be adapted. Its body had developed adaptation that it is having a strong fur on its body, and that fur is going to be protecting it from this cold temperatures. It is an adaptation. Plants, those live in the dry areas, they have adaptation to help them conserve water. Conserve water is meant to save water. Whenever it rains, they would save water into them. Even their roots over here, you can see that cactus would be taking water from the underground soil. If it rains, it would be grabbing or saving or conserving most amount of water so that it could survive until it rain again. Or even if it is not raining, it would develop adaptation to absorb water from the from the air coming to it. It keep on saving it until it survive. So this is the adaptation. Again, the body of camel shows excellent adaptation for their survival in the desert. They have long eyelashes. This is another adaptation in them. They are having long eyelashes to keep that sand away from their eyes. That is why they are known to walk in the desert or on the soily areas. Whenever when air is blown very fastly, they can really walk on the sand because they are having long eyelashes onto them, and those soil particles can disturb their vision. Their hump can store fats, and it can store water as well for a long time, which is they can store water into that hump, and obviously they can take it when the water is not available. Plants also show the certain adaptations. The best example is cactus plant to survive in the desert. So they would start, their stem can store water. The leaves are modified in spines, and they have thick cuticles so that would be helping them to not to lose water. Obviously, just like our skin, just like human have skin, other individual have skin, the cacti or the cuticle is strong enough to not letting water go out of their skin. It will be conserving or saving water onto them. Okay, it has shallow roots that spread close to the surface, and that will obviously those shallow roots will quickly absorb water from the ground. Even they will absorb water from the water which is present into air. They might absorb that water through their skin.